Okay, intervention time. Before we get started, pause this video right now, go to your community folder, be it MSFS 2020 or 2024, and have a look at all of the add-ons that you've got loaded in. Importantly, the ones that you have paid for. And come back and tell me in the comments just how many of those you are actively using on a regular basis and how much you think you've been spending. Is it 50 bucks, 100, 200, 500, maybe more?
No! God, please, no! No! No!
In this video, I'm going to give you the 3 types of add-ons that, in my view, most of us are wasting our money on. The ones that I think are worth every cent and why I think ultimately you and your wallet will thank you for watching this. Now, don't get me wrong, what developers do with airports is nothing short of sensational. Some of those models, the detail is absolutely spot on. But let me ask you this, how long are you actually spending looking at it and admiring it? Remember, this is a flight simulator. It's not a first-person shooter.
Change your max.
The idea is to effectively load into your airport, load your flight plan, get all your preparation done, and ultimately push back, taxi, take off. And that fancy airport that you've just spent all that money on is left behind. You might land there once, twice, maybe a few times, and never return. In my view, that's not an add-on. That's like a $25 or $50 screenshot. So if it's an airport that you regularly go to, or it's something that you really want to go for, or potentially it's free, go for it. But if it's something that you're going to use just a few times and then hardly ever use it again, what's the point? Now, I know this one's going to probably cause some controversy and people are going to shout out in the comments, you don't know what you're talking about, you never lived it, blah, blah, blah. I get all that, and you're free to sound off as long as it's constructive. But when it comes to weather, I feel right now, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024's weather engine is not that bad at all. In fact, it's pretty damn good compared to the payware weather engines that you can inject in. I ask you this, is it really night and day? And at the end of the day, is it really materially changing the way that you view your flight simulator? From what I've seen, yeah, they're good, but I don't see a material step change. And maybe I'm wrong, and please let me know if I am. I just don't see it. I see great graphics, but I don't see something that at the end of the day, when I'm in a flight simulator, makes me go, oh yeah, I've got to go and get it because I want prettier graphics. You know, for some of you, maybe that weather engine add-on is actually really worth it because, I don't know, maybe you're into significant IFR-based training and you need those really detailed, accurate METARs or whatever it actually is, and you can justify spending the dollars on it. But I cannot help but feel a vast majority of us little hobbyists or people that are just in it for a bit of fun, it's not a night and day difference. And with what we've got presented to us right now in the default program, it's more than enough. Aircraft are coming out all the time, as we know. The marketplace is rife with the amount of aircraft that you can grab. And there's a vast majority of those aircraft which, from my view and my opinion, look absolutely stunning, both from a model point of view and from what I've heard, also the way that they fly. With an aircraft purchase, if it's something that you are regularly going to fly, if it becomes part of your staple, then absolutely I would suggest to go for it. But if it's just a, I'm going to try that and I'm going to pay full price for that just to give it a try, why bother? There are plenty of other things that you can do to spend your money on. That Microsoft Flight Simulator has an absolute plethora of aircraft that are in there. Does it have every single aircraft? No. But it has a pretty good range of GA-based aircraft, float planes through to commercial airliners and military as well. And of course, there's the temptation. Do you really use it regularly? Because if you don't, think about it. Why the hell would you bother? So be honest with yourself. Of all of those aircraft that you have actually bought, how many of them are you still actively flying? If that answer makes you feel just a tad uncomfortable, you've just answered my point. Now, before this comment section explodes, I don't want to give you the opinion and view that I am anti-add-on. I'm not. There are some add-ons which, in my view, are absolute game changers. Chaseplane is a completely new camera system from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It absolutely transforms the cameras in a way that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 cannot do. Chaseplane is something that you do have to pay for, but I can guarantee you when you load Chaseplane in and the cameras are transformed and the ability of the customization and the ease of use, you will never look back. Add-on linker for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is free, and it will park your community folder and enable you to switch on and off at will. You can set up profiles and everything else. It is a fantastic way to administer your community folder. And lastly, flightsim.to. It has got a plethora of free add-ons, sceneries, aircraft, liveries. The list goes on. Absolutely fantastic. Are they all top quality, hitting it with the best of the developers? No, they're not. There's a lot in there. Go and check it out, and it's free. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I really appreciate it. And this is actually a topic that I'm actually quite passionate about. Why? Because I'm also have been historically quite guilty of add-on buying unnecessarily. I'm keen on your thoughts, so please drop your comments down below, keep it constructive, and let's get the conversation going. If you liked it, hit that like button for me, do me a massive favour. And if you are not yet subscribed and you like this style of content, please hit the subscribe button and I'll keep you posted on all the future updates. Once again, look after yourselves and I will catch you on the next one. Today, I'm going to give you my view.